My dear soul, I have been sent by the angels to tell you a deep insight. You need it for your growth and understanding, even though it hurts. Someone very important to you is going to let you inside their most private thoughts and feelings. At this critical juncture, the answers to long-standing questions will be unveiled. This person is a whirlwind of conflicting emotions, my beloved spirit. Their feelings for you and their fears of the consequences are at odds with one another. The angels acknowledge that trying to hide their love has been an incredibly difficult and painful internal battle, yet they persist in their efforts. Not even they, in their own quiet suffering, know about this. I claim it now. This person is protecting their heart by projecting an air of disinterest, so please say it in the comments before we continue. However, this armor is showing its age. Their seeming emotionlessness belies the crushing shame and pain that they are harboring. Something that happened between you is the root of their remorse. It's something they can't let go of. The angels want you to know that this person is trying to maintain a balance between their desires and their belief of what is realistic or suitable. They seem distant or uncaring on the outside, but they're actually quite upset and confused on the inside due to their inner struggle. They care about you profoundly, yet they're scared of what might happen to them as a result of their love. They may feel that they are unable to express their love openly due to external factors or their current relationship status. Because they are scared to show the world the genuine love they feel, they hide behind their facade. Many people suffer from social anxiety because they fear rejection at the hands of those closest to them, from strangers to even themselves. Their thoughts are colored with profound uncertainty. They have an inner critic that prevents them from acting on their genuine interests. Despite everything that has happened, the angels can't keep their love for you hidden because it is so immense. Their loved ones can sense that something is wrong. They can feel the inner agony, even though they refuse to admit it. No matter how hard they try, they can't extinguish the love that burns within them. I want you to understand, my darling, that this person is currently experiencing some very difficult emotional times. Their misery is intensified as they become further entangled in a web of self-deception and facades. They are both terrified of what might happen to themselves and others if they are too near to you, but they both want to be by your side. Fearing the transformations that this love could bring about, they retreat and further disguise themselves in their apathy. Fear and insecurity are currently suffocating this love, but the angels see it for what it is, precious and worthy of appreciation and nurturing. This person needs space to go through their thoughts and accept that what they're feeling for you is real and deserves to be felt to the fullest. It will take time for their emotional scars to heal, which can be the result of long simmering worries or painful memories. The angels would have you understand that there is a spiritual dimension to this situation as well. Something is influencing this person that they aren't even aware of yet. They may be undergoing a spiritual cleansing right now when they need to face their fears and anxieties head-on in order to grow and transform. Be gentle and patient with them as they go through this long process. The angels will guide them back to the truth. The angels want you to treat this situation with kindness and understanding. They hope you'll understand that this love is sincere and has the potential to flourish with the right support. You also can't force someone to change or accept your feelings before they're ready. That much they want you to understand. They need space to process all that's happening to them and come to terms with the fact that their love for you is limitless. Post "I receive" in the comments to let us know what you've gotten thus far. Listen to your heart. Now is the time to reflect. Think about if you can wait for this person, allowing them the time and space they need to heal and find themselves. The angels will be there to support and encourage you every step of the way on your journey. Their unconditional love and support is something they want you to know. Even though this is not going to be an easy path, the angels remind us that it will be worth it in the end. There is no such thing as a closed door. True love, however, always finds a way to enter. Most importantly, listen to your intuition. Trust the angels. Trust the procedure. Love and resilience are more powerful than you realize, and they will carry you through any difficulty. As we delve deeper into the angelic disclosures, it is essential that you are prepared for what lies next. Future realizations stemming from this bond may unearth dormant emotions and are thus much more consequential. The angels are always there for you, ready to lend you a helping hand and shed light on the complex web of feelings and perspectives. At this point, the person whose struggle has been to suppress their feelings begins to see how fruitless their attempts have been. Even if they try to keep their affections for you hidden, the angels' boundless affection for you surpasses and penetrates all limitations they set for themselves. Strange manifestations of the love they feel appear to be the result of an uncontrollable natural force. They are cognizant of the fact that their isolation is exacerbating their pain. The burden of isolation and guilt grows with each attempt at distancing themselves from you. If people turn their backs on the love they feel, it's like a piece of their soul breaks off. This process is both a physical and spiritual awakening, and both are painful. No matter how painful, the angels reveal that this person is undergoing a profound transition and must face their own truths. They continue to be resistant because their pride prevents them from completely opening up. This sense of self-importance protects me from the fear of being hurt again, or from reliving past hurts that haven't completely healed. They are afraid that if they give in to this love, it will lead to another cycle of suffering. However, the angels have shown us that this obstacle is beginning to crumble. They realize that the true source of suffering is not loving, but rather attempting to control one's love. This one, sweet spirit, is finally beginning to comprehend the depth of their feelings for you. You are more than simply a passing fad to them. You are someone who has changed their lives for the better. When you realize this, you might feel sad and worried that it might be too late to fix the damage. The angels want you to know that no matter how much they try to distract themselves, you are always on their thoughts. The more comfortable they feel opening up to you, the more eager they are to share their true feelings. Uncertainty and worry still underlie this longing, though. Considerations like, would you accept me back? And do you still have room in your life for me? Cross their minds. Their fear of rejection prevents them from taking any kind of action. This person is facing a turning point in their life and must decide whether to come out and express their feelings for you or to remain hidden. The angels would like you to know that. You will need to be patient, the angels say, because this is not a choice you can rush. The person admits that they need space to recover and confront their own demons before committing fully to you. Both of your parts will need to be understanding and tactful throughout the process. The angels are quietly helping this person on their path to recovery and awakening. But they also want you to be ready for the worst. Once you're aware of the intensity of their feelings and the internal conflict they are going through, it is critical to examine how these emotions manifest in their actions and decisions. Truthfully, this person has a hard time dealing with their feelings in a constructive manner, even though they love you very much. Fear and indecision grip them like a vice, and every move they make feels like the hardest of their lives. According to the angels, there have been many occasions when they've considered abandoning you both because they believe it would be best for you. This idea comes from their fear of hurting you or themselves while they're on the move. They believe they are protecting themselves and you from harm by putting this love behind them. However, they are also melancholy because they cannot completely accept the idea of life without you. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so before we move on. Because of this, we can keep providing you with useful content. The angels continue the lesson by revealing that this person is continually weighing their alternatives one more time. They imagine what it would be like to open up to you, to confess everything, and to tell you exactly what's on their mind. But soon after, fear takes control and they withdraw, choosing to stick with the status quo, even if it means carrying on with a life of unpredictability and suffering. They feel worn out from this train of thought, as though they are stuck on an emotional roller coaster. But sometimes they give themselves permission to dream. They envisage a future where you are together, where all fear and uneasiness vanish, and love is totally experienced at these vulnerable moments. Their insides are warmed by these dreams, which momentarily calm the tempest of emotions they are experiencing. But these fantasies soon give way to the reality they made for themselves. A reality in which love needs to be restrained and disguised. The angels want you to know that, despite everything that's going on, there is a genuine desire to get to know you better and more intimately. They're looking for a means to get over their anxieties and doubts so they may open their hearts and let love grow without the obstacles that are stifling it right now. But in order to do that, they want time and a secure environment where they can be themselves without worrying about criticism or rejection. They may have grown defensive from traumatic experiences in the past, but they have always felt the need to defend themselves. The angels indicate that this person may have had past injuries that are still partially healed. They carry the burden of these memories with them, leading them to doubt if it is actually possible to live a life of pure and sincere love without it ending in sorrow. They make a big effort to repress their feelings and refrain from truly committing to you because of this. The angels urge that you, dear soul, be understanding and patient while this process takes place. They want you to know that this individual is trying, in spite of everything. Seeking to fathom their own emotions and the roots of their anxieties, they are searching for a route ahead. They require time to mend, to let go of old scars, and to realize that love isn't always painful, but also has the capacity to evolve and be something amazing. The angels also ask that you ponder the meaning that this love contains for you. They ask you to decide whether you are prepared to wait for them, to give them the space and time they require in order to recuperate and come into their own. They understand that waiting can be excruciating and that this is difficult, but they also recognize that true love is worthwhile. They are by your side, prepared to aid and encourage you at every turn. My lover, the love you both share is the light at the end of the tunnel. The angels are arranging things so that this love could flourish and that you can meet in a serene, understanding location. However, for this to occur, you both need to be willing to face your worries and have faith in the process. Despite all of their internal difficulties, this person is starting to recognize that something needs to be done to better the situation. They recognize that hiding their emotions and placing space between them and you is not how they can live eternally. They are coming to realize that their love for you is larger than their anxieties and uncertainties, and that they must have the bravery to follow their hearts if they want to be genuinely happy. The angels are aiding them in finding the fortitude to overcome through the difficulties standing in their way of truly experiencing the love they have for you. They are by their side, supporting them as they break free from the chains of fear and time and find the truth. They wish you luck and tell you that this love has the potential to grow into something beautiful and long-lasting if you put in the work. Now is the moment to reflect on your own feelings and wants too, soul. Think about if you could cope with their problems on your own by giving them the room and time they need and by being patient and empathetic. You are loved and supported unconditionally at all times. The angels want you to know that. They are there by your side, ready to lend you a hand and provide direction. In spite of everything, this love can transform your lives. Keep trusting the process, the angels, and the power of your love for one another, because the future is still being written. The angels are at your side, helping to pave the way for this love to flourish and bloom. You should now look at the potential actions of this individual in response to their love for you and how it could impact both of your lives. This individual is struggling with complex and conflicting emotions and is at a crossroads where they must make important decisions. The angels show that they are scared and frightened, but that it won't stop them from wanting to be with you and do anything to alter your dynamic. However, they are still limited by long-established patterns of behavior, which makes them uncertain and hesitant all the time. My darling, this hesitation is not due to a lack of want to be with you. Rather, it stems from a fear of what the future holds for them. Their worst fear is that they might cause you pain or embarrassment if they come close to you. Fear of making a mistake paralyzes and stifles their urge to act, leading to their persistent passivity. According to the angels, this person's indecision stems from their constant exposure to external factors. Their loved ones may be putting too much pressure on them, or they may be seeking advice from those closest to them, who may not have all the facts. These external influences further cloud their judgment, making a final decision even more elusive. In spite of everything, the angels see a glimmer of hope. Someone is beginning to understand that if they don't act fast, they risk losing something really important. Appreciate that their feelings for you are immeasurable, and that they would deeply regret doing nothing now if they let them. This thought keeps popping into their heads, and it's making them question how passive they really are. Something is nipping at their heart, a growing vitality that makes them move, albeit hesitantly. The angels want to make sure everything is in order before committing fully, so they may approach you warily at first. These seemingly simple things show that they are trying to overcome their fears and become closer to you, even though they don't amount to much at first. Attention to these signs is of the utmost importance, my darling. Despite their lack of public identification, this person's actions may be more telling than their words. Your guardian angels want you to observe them carefully, to understand that even seemingly harmless acts can have deep symbolic significance. They are trying to tell you that they care about you and want to be closer to you, even if they aren't ready to publicly proclaim their love for you. There are a variety of forms that this outreach could take. They may start texting more often, send each other more surprising messages, or perhaps undertake an act of love they were afraid to do before. The angels want you to be receptive to these signs and not put too much strain or expectation on yourself. So that they can speak openly and honestly without fear of rejection, they implore you to provide them with the space and reassurance they need. Also, the angels want this person to know that no matter how hard they try, they may still face difficulties. Sometimes they may retreat again out of fear. Rather than a lack of desire to be in your company, this suggests that they are still struggling with personal concerns. Please be patient with the angels during this time. They beg that you do so because their journey is challenging and full of obstacles. The angels are rooting for this individual to have faith and patience while they fight their own inner demons, my dear soul. No matter how challenging the path may be, they want you to know that there is hope. Your love can overcome these challenges if you are willing to understand one another and be there for each other while you're going through tough times. You too must learn to control your own emotions and expectations along this path. The angels want you to think about the significance of this love, your willingness to give, and what you hope to get in return. In spite of the fact that the road ahead is fraught with danger and mystery, they implore you to take stock of your readiness to accompany them. The angels are keeping a watchful eye on you too, as you lay the groundwork for a love that will last. They hope you can trust that things will improve as you go along and put in the necessary work. No matter what happens, you deserve love, happiness, and a genuine relationship. That is what they want you to know. The angels want you to be future ready, last but not least. This individual may soon make a decision that changes your dynamic with them. No matter if this decision is a leap forward or a call to self-reflection, it is important that you are ready to embrace it with compassion and understanding. Regardless of what happens, the angels want you to know that you are never truly alone and that they will be by your side the whole way. From what we've seen so far, their worries and insecurities serve as an invisible barrier that prevents them from reaching out to you in the manner that you desire. However, the angels also perceive a growing desire within them, a desire to conquer these challenges and experience the fullness of love that they truly feel for you. The manifestation of this inner energy is still in its early stages, but it is making a significant impact. According to the angels, this person is starting to realize that they are the largest obstacle to their happiness, not other factors. Even though they have good reason to be worried, they come to terms with the fact that their worries no longer dictate their lives and that facing their fears directly is the only way to find lasting happiness. Acknowledging this is a significant and challenging step for them. The angels say that they are going through a time of deep self-reflection when all their shortcomings and fears come to light, like a dark night of the soul. They are brought face to face with their emotions toward you and all the hurts and traumas they have carried with them from the past. Like looking into a spiritual mirror. This is a period of tremendous exposure, but it is also a period of tremendous potential for growth and restoration.